As we said, 8 points is no lead at all. Chris Fischetti and Minoru Kanamori are there. John Stevens not far out, but you got to watch out for a pack of spoilers. Kareem Patarell and a few others. They can make life very uncomfortable for Mr. Dupreece.
All right, let's go down the line for Runabout Racing.
Sitting down on the starting line, waiting for the rubber band to snap. It doesn't. Stevens and Kanamori got great jumps. Stevens looking for that number 1 spot. Chambers battling hard on the inside. Stevens goes to the outside, goes around, takes over the number 1 spot.
And if this were last year, that would be a very familiar sight. John Stevens, the defending national and world champion, boat number 1, the PJS Kawasaki, gets the whole shot, and he will lead the pack into lap number 1. He is followed for the time being by Art Chambers, Minoru Kanamori, and Bo Dupreece as he leads them across the line.
Stevens looking like the Stevens of last year. The rest of the pack tightening up as they're coming around that buoy. Everybody makes it around clean. We're working our way down the front straightaway and heading into the split. Stevens goes to the outside, as does Kanamori and Dupreece. Chambers must have elected the inside.
Let's have a look at our start, and John Stevens just got a tremendous pull off the line.
Great start for John Stevens. He's off the line hard, and then on the inside, Chambers tries to take it away. But Stevens coming around the outside, able to hold the power down. Motors on around, and there we got him going down the backstretch, and the power is down.
John Stevens out of Orlando, Florida, a very experienced rider. See how he pinched off Art Chambers there to start. There's Minoru Kanamori, the Japanese national champion, first year on the Runabout Boat 600 on the R&D Racing Kawasaki.
Kanamori, a 3-time Japanese national champion in the ski division, making his rookie debut in the runabouts. And the second half of this year has been fantastic for Minoru. He's really come on strong.
Minoru Kanamori in second place, Bo Dupreece in third, and Bo Dupreece has got to watch out for Kanamori because he is his main threat right now in the point standings.
Dupreece does not want to be behind Kanamori. Every position he's behind Kanamori, it costs him points. Stevens continues to lead, Kanamori in second. Dupreece closing in third place, trying to find that line that's going to get him around Kanamori into second.
Bo Dupreece currently running in third position on the DG Performance Sea-Doo boat number 2, has had some health problems in past stops, which have made it difficult for him to maintain a healthy points lead. But right now, I think he takes the 8-point lead that he has.
Well, that 8-point lead is looking good, but it's not good enough. Not when you're having to chase Minoru Kanamori.
There you see our leader, boat number 1, the PJS Kawasaki, John Stevens out of Orlando, Florida. In second position on the R&D Racing Kawasaki, it's Minoru Kanamori. This is his first year on the runabouts. So far, so good, and we talked to him about his chances at a national title.
I don't know. Yeah, a little bit thinking, but first couple races, I doing pretty bad, so maybe no way, but over halfway, maybe we have chance.
A good chance is what Minoru Kanamori has. He's narrowed this points lead Dupreece had down to only 8 coming into this weekend. And right now, he's looking to pick up some more.
He's got to feel pretty good, this being his first year in the runabout class, and he's only 8 points back of the points leader. Meanwhile, John Stevens continues to lead, and this is what I think John Stevens expected coming into this year.
This has got to be John Stevens' biggest chance to win one yet.
As we go to commercial, have a look at the standings. It's Stevens, Kanamori, Dupreece, Bill Pointer, and Art Chambers. Stay with us.
To establish dominance, the bighorn sheep gather every fall in the upper pastures. Squaring off from one another, they recoil on their powerful legs and smash heads with such force that the sound can be heard for miles across the valley. Battles such as these will continue throughout the season, determining control of this hard-fought piece of turf.
The Canadian Football League on ESPN2. It's wild.
It's not too late to become a football legend.
Me? A legend?
Enter ESPN's Football Legend Sweepstakes, sponsored by Saban No Wrinkle Cotton Clothing. If you win, you'll be on the sidelines with the players for 4 ESPN Sunday night NFL games. You'll join broadcasting legend Chris Berman at ESPN NFL Game Day Studios.
You are a legend.
Thanks, Chris.
You'll get $10,000, and you and 3 friends will all get to wear Saban No Wrinkle Cotton Clothing when you go to the place where football legends are born, the Super Bowl. To enter, call 1-900-GO-FOOTBALL. 95 cents per call, no purchase or phone call necessary. You must be 18 or over. To enter by mail, handprint your name, address, age, and home phone number on a 3x5 card and send it to ESPN's Football Legend Sweepstakes. P.O. Box 2387, Redondo Beach, California, 90278. Enter ESPN's Football Legend Sweepstakes for your chance to become a football legend. Sponsored by Saban No Wrinkle Cotton Clothing.
Welcome back to stop number 9 of the 1994 Budweiser Jet Sports Tour, the West Coast Performance Nationals. Todd Harris along with Chuck Coots. We're at Cherry Creek State Park, and we are in the midst of the runabout race number 2. Stevens is leading, followed by Canamori Dupriest, Bill Pointer, and Art Chambers in 5th position.
John Stevens all year long has been trying to win the big one. He's out in front right now, and I venture to say he's starting to hear the noises that the leader always hears as he starts getting near the end of the race.
Well, and he's also probably starting to hear Minoru Canamori and Bo Dupriest, who have been on him all race long. No giant lead for John, which he's normally used to when he leads a race. He's got to keep them off.
John Stevens takes a look over at the flagging tower, hoping he can see that checkered flag right now and get this thing over with. Canamori and Dupriest. Canamori takes a look back, wants to know where they are. Again, they head into the splits. Canamori follows Stevens, and they're on their way back to the backstretch.
Meanwhile, Bo Dupriest's big task at hand is somehow try to pass Minoru Canamori and see if he can get some more points on his lead. Right now, Canamori is not giving up a thing.
Minoru Canamori is very, very tough rider. Very technically precise, as you can see him carve real tight around that buoy. Minoru just doesn't make many major big mistakes, but here comes Dupriest. He thinks he's found the edge. He's putting on the power. They're rail to rail.
Bo Dupriest trying to take him on the outside. He's got the gas full throttle, and he's going to try to pinch off Minoru Canamori, and it looks like he got the job done.
Bo Dupriest picks up 2nd place, and that's points. He needs them desperately. The next objective would be John Stevens. We're going to take a look back. You can see Dupriest coming off the split, on the backstretch, on the gas, working it hard, trying to hold that line. Then Canamori underneath tries to push him wide, but the next buoy up is a right-hander, and that's where Dupriest makes it stick.
And that is a big move for Bo Dupriest. He moves ahead of Minoru Canamori, currently running in 12th place. Boat number 9 of the Butch's Sea-Doo, Aaron Lotschlager out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and he was the winner in Pro Runabout race number 1.
Off the starting line, and Lotschlager in the middle of the pack suddenly finds himself handlebar to handlebar with Chris Fischetti, and Fischetti couldn't get the job done.
So it was Aaron Lotschlager on boat number 9 taking home top honors in Pro Runabout race number 1 here at Cherry Creek Reservoir. Our Chris Gann caught up to the winner after Runabout race number 1.
Pro Runabout Mod 1 winner, the Lotschlager King. Aaron, first win on the tour, you gotta be stoked.
Yeah, I am. It's been a while. Actually, this is my first win ever. And I put your scat track on my back seat. Worked excellent. It was a smooth ride all the way. And I'm just glad to be in the winner's circle.
So congratulations to Aaron Lotschlager, winner of race number 1. I know he wishes he was doing better in race number 2.
He is currently running in 12th position, but right now we are on the final lap, and it is John Stevens who has led wire to wire. And as we said at the top of the show, Chuck, this is reminiscent of last year.
It is indeed, and Stevens has just got to be hoping that nothing happens to this boat. He can just get to that checker flag and pick up that win and start turning this season around.
And it's a total deja vu of last year. Bo Dupriest hot on the tail of John Stevens, trying to figure out how to take him. Right now, it looks like everything is hooking up well for John Stevens. The PJS Kawasaki is looking strong, and it looks like he's going to take on the checker flag today.
This will be one happy young man. John Stevens out of Orlando, Florida. One more turn to go. He's around that final buoy. He takes a look, and there it is. It's all over. John Stevens picks up the win. Bo Dupriest is going to claim that second place finish, and Minoru Kanamori claims third.
I know Bo Dupriest doesn't like finishing second to anyone, but it's got to be somewhat of a moral victory for him to hold off Kanamori.
He would have loved to have picked off John Stevens and got the win. He really could have used it.
So our final results look like this. It's Stevens, Dupriest, Kanamori, Bill Pointer takes fourth, and Art Chambers fifth.
And a big congratulations from the PJS teams going to John Stevens.
When we come back, we'll catch up to our winner of Pro Runabout, race number 2, right after this.
Until now, only one species commanded the water with such speed, agility, and style. The 1994 line of Sea-Doo watercraft. So advanced, they're evolutionary.
Chris Mortensen on government kickbacks.
Anyone who can run back kicks should be in the NFL and not working for the government. They can always take their civil service test later.
Introducing NASCAR, a celebration of automotive function and form. Exceptional handling for a ride you won't forget. In traffic or on the open road. Experience NASCAR for yourself. Sunday, it's the Tyson Holly Farms 400 at 1 Eastern, live on the ESPN. Find out why NASCAR is your car.
This IJSBA sanctioned event has been brought to you by Budweiser, proud to be your bud, and by West Coast Performance Products, better by design. Welcome back to Cherry Creek State Park, just outside of Denver, for stop number 9 of the Budweiser Jet Sports Tour, the West Coast Performance Nationals. Todd Harris along with Chuck Kuntz. We just saw an exciting runabout race won by John Stevens, who's now down with Chris Gann. Chris?
Pro Runabout Modified 2 winner, John Stevens. You've been here before, John, but this is the first close course win of the year.
Yeah, this is the first one this year. It just says about the competition, how intense it is, and it's just great. I'm glad he's got up here one time this year. If it never happens again.
It was so close. The Priest, Kanamori, they're battling right behind you. You rode real smart, no mistakes.
Yeah, I got the lead, just wanted to hold it, and didn't want to stretch it out, go too fast and crash like I did last year. So I just was kind of conservative.
Talk about that start. Big wall shot, you and Art Chambers right next to each other.
Yeah, we were side by side, getting inside. When I pinched him at the buoy, I guess we're having log problems at the altitude. He bogged a little more than I did. It took me a boat on it.
That worked. Budweiser, on behalf of Anheuser-Busch, we'd like to present you with your first closed course cup of the year. Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to thank Kawasaki, PJS, Slippery When Wet, and Skytrack for getting me here.
John Stevens, 1993 World and National Champion, back in the winner's circle. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. And in the Pro Runabout division after 9 events, it's Bo Dupriest with a 6-point lead over Minoru Kanamori, followed by Fischetti, Stevens, and Derek Punchard.
And moving into second place in the ski division point standings, Rob Flores out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with the big win, followed by Chris Fischetti, Todd Ross, Jeff Jacobs, and Chris McCluggage salvaging a 5th place finish.
That wraps it up from Denver, Colorado. Stop number 9, and for Chris McCluggage, somewhat of a disappointing day.
Disappointing indeed. When you get knocked off your boat like he did, it's got to be absolute frustrating, especially when you're winning the race and a lapper takes you out. But Chris will be back. He's got a good, healthy points lead. Dallas will tell the story.
In the runabout division, Bo Dupriest loses 2 more points. He goes into Dallas with only a 6-point lead over Kanamori. That's going to be a good one.
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't exactly a Bo Dupriest weekend, but He did get around him in the Mod 2 race and was able to finish second. So maybe he salvaged something this weekend and he'll feel better going into next weekend. But again, it's going to be a dogfight. It's not over.
All right, next week, stop number 10. We will crown 2 new national champions. We hope you'll join us. So for Chris Gann, Chuck Coons, I'm Todd Harris. We'll see you next time right here on ESPN. Hotel accommodations furnished by Holiday Inn Denver Southeast.
They have battled all year to get here in Portland. Lucky Lowe, Tony Neville, Carl Robert, Christy Overton, Andy Mapple, Jennifer Skeldon,